What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol, The Truth, Spence, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Terence Bud Crawford. Get this. Errol Spence was asked about a comment that Gervonta Tank Davis made about the differences between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. And first off, Gervonta said, Terence Crawford fighting Errol Spence is like a man fighting with a glass shield versus one that's fighting with an iron shield. Errol Spence has the iron shield versus Terence Crawford having the glass shield. And according to Errol, Errol agreed. I agree with it. I think he's right. I think I do have that. I have the bigger shield. I think I'm stronger. I think I'm going to break him. Let me counterpunch. I don't know where they get the glass shield shit from. I just think that, perception is a mother sucker. I think that they look at Errol Spence as this guy that can't be hurt. They look at him as a guy that because he's bigger, he's going to automatically come in stronger. They don't have a rehydration clause. So both of these guys have every bit of a chance to fight a fair fight based on their skill, based on their desire. I think this is the most fairly made fight. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about all that other shit like Gervonta is included in with the rehydration and all that. That's not included. We're going to see a type of fight that we haven't seen. Win, lose, or draw for whoever. Someone's got to lose. The worst thing we could see is a draw. But would it be? If it's a draw, that means that the fight was so close, so dramatic, so spectacular, so vibrant, so exciting, to the point where you could not give a loss to each fighter. It would be an absolute crime to do so. Or Terence Crawford just did enough winning, but it wasn't enough on the platform that he introduced himself to. But nonetheless, I don't see the significance of, I don't see the analogy making sense. Oh, well, the iron one versus the glass one. Like, what about Terence Crawford makes him glass? This guy has stopped the last 8 or 9 people. He's stopped everybody at welterweight. Every single one of them. Where's the glass come in? Versus Errol Spence. See, Errol Spence stopped Dennis Ugas after they swole him up so badly. Ugas didn't even want to stop. I'm like, what the hell are you going to really do? I agree with that stoppage. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, he went all the way. Who else did he fight? I don't know who else was there that he did tangle with. But that wasn't a knockout. Okay. He went 12 rounds with Danny Garcia. He couldn't stop him. So I don't really understand. And Ugas was a tough fight. And both Ugas and Danny Garcia hit Errol Spence. And he did this kind of, like, I don't know if it's a neuro twitch. You know what I mean? Because certain times when you get hit, especially when you get a hit in your head or your chin or your jaw, somewhere with a pressure point that's around your cerebral, you have certain twitches, right? Everybody has this twitch or this tick, so when you hit, you do like some type of characteristic. And Errol Spence has done that. You know what I mean? And he showed you, well, that ain't just your mouthpiece, bro. I don't think that's that at all. I think you get hit and then, like that's a tick due to some, like a pressure point has been activated from a punch that has been landed upon you. Okay. I recently seen, though, Terence Crawford hurt to the body. Who did he get hit by? Jose Benavidez. So, yeah, I mean, these guys are not invincible. And I'm not sitting here saying Terence Crawford is. What I'm saying is these guys are neck and neck with each other, and this is what makes this fight special. So when you do hear things like Gervonta Tank Davis, understand he's a PBC Showtime Al Heyman guy. So he's all for Errol Spence. He'll never be for Terence Crawford, like a lot of these guys won't. Even these guys that pretend to be a non-biased station, they will lean more towards Errol Spence because they know that Errol Spence is the younger guy, and they know he is the guy to market and to bank on if you want the progression of boxing to maintain in that welterweight division. Because, see, Terence Crawford said this wouldn't be his last fight, but I can only imagine how many fights would he have if he does starch and knock out Errol Spence. You know what I mean? Because at that point, he will silence all the naysayers, all the haters, all the criticizers that said that Terence Crawford is a nobody. And then when he does that, they're like, damn, this guy really was fucking special. So really, what else do you want for him to do? Not really anything. He can fight Jermell because Jermell's fighting Charlo. You know what I mean? He could go up to fight someone like Danny Garcia, maybe. That's if Angel allows it, because Angel ran from Terence Crawford when Terence Crawford went to 140. They were like, oh, we're out. And they went to 147. So it's a lot to take in, but I don't agree with Gervonta Tank Davis, and I definitely don't agree that Errol Spence, or to see why Errol Spence would agree. But you guys tell me what you think of Errol Spence agreeing with Gervonta Tank Davis that he has a steeled shield and Terence Crawford only has a glass one. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!